What do you remember your first time ever being at Croke Park? This could be as a player or as a kid or whatever.
I think it was at the back, up the top stand of the Davin, and Andy kicking over a score against Dublin in the semi-final. Don't ask me what year it was now, but I think we beat them in the semi-final that year. And I remember just being up on the top, banging the AIB signs or the whatever signs it was there, and just going mental.
Yeah, was that 2012 the time you bet them in the semi-final?
Yes, that could have been it. Yeah, I'd say I was 14 or around that, so it would have been around that time. Yeah.
Who's your favourite player of all time?
Tough one. Looked up to a lot of players. Looked up to Kieran McDonald, Killian, Andy. It's hard to put one single player, but definitely looked up to the likes of Andy and Killian and Kieran McDonald as I was growing up. And thankfully enough, being able to play with Killian now, but definitely them three players would have been the three players that I would have looked up to as I was growing up.
And a video appeared of Kieran McDonald kicking a lovely ball before one of your matches last year. He's still a magician, I presume.
Oh Jesus! If he'll do that all day, if just stand in the position and put the hands up, and he'll put it right into the sweet spot.
Yeah. Who's been your toughest opponent in your career so far?
Yeah, I've been asked this question before, and Oisin Mullen always comes straight to my mind because I mark him bloody not every night in training. But I haven't really. It doesn't. No one comes to mind really with even all the short condensed leagues and only the knockout championships. We haven't really played many people that many times. I've probably only played each county once or twice, so no one really comes to mind. But the first person is Oisin because I bloody mark him every night in training.
What team do you most like to beat? This could be club or county.
Galway.
Galway, yeah. What's your proudest day so far playing Gaelic football?
Lifting the intermediate trophy for Balmullet in McHale Park in 2018.
Who's been the biggest influence on your career?
My mother, probably, outside of football. Just the sacrifices. Obviously, I live in Balmullet. She drove me from Balmullet after training, after work to Sligo Rovers training 3 times a week, which was a 4.5 hour round trip. So definitely her, just the sacrifices they made. I probably only start seeing it now. Obviously, back then, still only a young buck, so I probably wasn't appreciative as much as I am now. So I owe a lot to them, and they are so proud of me and all that. So definitely they motivate me to keep working hard.
What's your favourite stadium? This could be soccer, boxing, whatever. GA.
Croke Park. I was even there yesterday for the photos with AIB, and it was great all crack. But every time you go there, it ceases to amaze you how big the stadium is, and please God, we'll have 80,000 fans there now in the coming future.
Yeah. What's been the biggest disappointment of your career?
Very disappointing. The under-20s final against Kildare. Obviously, last year against Dublin was pretty disappointing as well. But the under-20s final against Kildare, because we were so close, that day was pretty disappointing. Yeah.
Who's the joker on the Mayo panel? Robbie
Henley.
Oh yeah, why so?
He's just a complete joker. He's very witty, very quick, and if you ever get the chance to get one up on him, you take it, because he do the exact same back.
Who's the best trainer on the panel?
Darren McHale. Definitely over the past, since we've came back, he has been the best trainer I'd say not by a country mile, but he's definitely been standing out. So I'm delighted to see him take his opportunity on Saturday.
Yeah. You can imagine the worst dress is coming, but who's the best dressed, first of all?
Best dress? Jesus. We haven't had that many opportunities with all the COVID things to see people dressed up. So maybe after Leitrim and after that, I'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, sure. Maybe give it to yourself in the meantime.
Yeah.
Who loves the media attention on the panel?
I wouldn't say anyone really loves the media attention. Probably everyone's answer that people think I'm going to say is probably Ado, because he gets the most. Yeah. He's always getting it, rightfully so, because of what he does on and off the pitch. So I wouldn't say he loves it. He just gets most of it, because the media love him, and he probably gets the most clicks. But Yeah.
Do you think he's appreciated across the country? Is he appreciated in Mayo, how good he is?
Oh, 100%. I've seen it now firsthand in training what he does. And I'm delighted to see him getting 2-2 at the weekend because he's probably got a bit of stick that he didn't deserve over the past couple of years. And he's definitely appreciated inside our four walls. And to me and to him, that's all that really he cares about.
Yeah, he seems to be a lad who doesn't care too much what people think, doing the TikTok dances with his girlfriend, that sort of stuff. He doesn't just seem to care what people think.
Yeah, he's pretty thick-skinned, Ado, and he's very strong mentally. So he as long as people in his own circle, that's all he cares about, and probably he's rightfully so.
Yeah. So what player from another sport do you admire?
Stevie G probably from Liverpool. Just his leadership qualities, how good of a player he was. Probably don't realise how good he was now because I was probably so young when he was in his prime, but I've definitely loved him growing up.
Yeah, and then the final one then, a manager from another sport that you might admire.
Klopp.
Yeah?
Klopp, Liverpool, yeah. What he's built in Liverpool is been nothing short of amazing since he came in. So from what he built from pretty nothing, we were going shocking at that stage. So yeah, definitely what he's built and how he's integrated the team, and like even watching all their videos on YouTube, the crack they have at training and just how close they are is something to aspire to be like.
Do you think they'll be back in the top in 21-22 season?
Hopefully now, after Mbappe missing that penalty this night, he might come over to Liverpool.
Okay. Well, look, Brian, really appreciate you joining me. Thanks very much.
Thanks a million. Cheers.